Hello, dear listeners. This is hosted today by Lita and me, Sam.
Hi, everyone.
We continue a series of conversations about DP Cloud. Episode number 2.
Yeah.
We're going to unpack one of their most popular services, virtual private servers, or VPS. For a lot of businesses, trying to figure out the best way to host their website or their app can feel like this Goldilocks situation, right?
Okay.
Sharing a server, that's like the too small bed.
Yeah.
You're crammed in with others, things get messy, it's unpredictable.
Right.
But then a dedicated server is like the too big bed. Great, sure, but maybe way more space and expense than you really need at this stage.
I love that analogy. A VPS is finding that just right bed.
Oh, okay.
It's that sweet spot. You get your own dedicated space, your own little studio apartment in a secure building. You don't have to buy the whole mansion.
Okay, I love that visual.
Yeah.
But let's break it down even further.
Okay.
What exactly is a VPS?
Okay.
How does it actually work?
So imagine a powerful computer, a server. This server is capable of running multiple things at once. Now, a VPS takes that server and, using clever software called a hypervisor, divides it up into these independent compartments.
Okay.
Each of these compartments is like a separate, self-contained mini-server, a VPS.
So even though physically these VPSs are all on the same machine, they act as if they're completely separate.
Exactly.
Well,
Each VPS has its own operating system, its own resources, its own little world. Think of it like this. You're living in an apartment building. You share the building with other tenants, but your apartment is your own private space.
Right.
What they do in their apartment doesn't affect you, and vice versa.
That makes sense. So why would a business choose a VPS over, say, just sharing a server or going all in on a dedicated server?
It really comes down to getting the best of both worlds.
Okay.
So with a VPS, you have dedicated resources. A certain amount of processing power, memory, and storage are guaranteed to be available only for your use.
Okay.
This is unlike shared hosting, where you're competing for resources with other websites on the same server.
Right.
This dedicated space translates to better performance, reliability, and security.
So it's a step up from shared hosting, but without the cost of a dedicated server.
Precisely.
I
That's
see.
why it's so appealing to businesses of all sizes.
The DP Cloud materials we've got here highlight some interesting use cases. There's this B2C online service that actually saw a huge improvement in performance and saved a ton of money after they switched from Google Cloud to a DP Cloud VPS.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty remarkable.
It's a classic case of a business finding a solution that is right-sized for their needs.
Yeah.
They didn't need the vast resources of a big international cloud provider,
Cool.
and they were likely paying a premium for those unused resources.
Yeah.
Businesses are using VPS for all sorts of things, running internal applications, developing and testing new software, even hosting entire IT infrastructures.
Wow.
It's a truly versatile solution.
Speaking of IT infrastructure, DP Cloud also highlighted a case where an F&B company decided to outsource their entire IT setup to them, running everything on a DP Cloud VPS.
Wow. Now that's putting a lot of trust in a provider.
Right.
But it speaks to DP Cloud's ability to offer more than just server space.
Yeah.
They provide 24/7 support, security monitoring, and all the technical expertise a business needs to run its IT smoothly.
So it's almost like having a dedicated IT department, but
Right.
without the overhead of hiring your own staff. That could be a huge cost saver for businesses, especially smaller ones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it allows them to focus on what they do best, running their business, rather than worrying about the technical complexities of managing their IT infrastructure.
It's clear that VPS offers some compelling advantages for businesses. Cost effectiveness, improved performance, scalability, and even the option to outsource your entire IT setup. But let's get real here. How secure and reliable is a VPS, especially when you're essentially sharing a server with other users?
It's a question any business owner would be right to ask, but remember our apartment building analogy.
Right.
Even though you're in the same building, your apartment is completely separate and self-contained.
Right.
The same principle applies to a VPS. Each VPS is isolated from others on the same physical server.
Okay.
Your data, your applications, your entire environment is protected even if something goes wrong with another user's VPS.
Okay, that's reassuring. But what about those external threats? Hackers, viruses, all those things that keep business owners up at night.
Yeah.
What kind of security measures are in place?
Well, a reputable VPS provider will have multiple layers of security. They'll have firewalls to prevent unauthorized access, intrusion detection systems to identify and block malicious activity, and regular security updates to patch any vulnerabilities.
It sounds like a digital fortress.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond these technical safeguards, how can a business be sure that their VPS will be up and running when they need it? What about reliability?
Reliability is absolutely crucial. No business can afford to have their website or applications go down. That's why VPS providers invest heavily in infrastructure. Things like redundant power supplies, backup generators, and multiple internet connections to ensure that there's no single point of failure.
So even if one part of the system goes down, there's a backup ready to take over.
Exactly. And a good VPS provider will also have a strong track record of uptime, the percentage of time that their servers are operational. DP Cloud, for instance, boasts 100% uptime since they launched.
Wow, that's impressive. They're really committed to keeping their clients' businesses online and running smoothly.
They are. And that's why more and more businesses are choosing VPS as their hosting solution.
Yeah.
It's the perfect balance of affordability, performance, security, and reliability. And with providers like DP Cloud focusing on the specific needs of businesses operating in Cambodia, it's becoming even more accessible and attractive for local companies looking to make their mark in the digital world.
So for businesses in Cambodia, or those looking to enter the Cambodian market, DP Cloud is definitely worth considering.
Absolutely.
But how do you actually go about choosing the right VPS for your specific needs? What factors should you take into account? You know, as we were prepping for this episode, I was struck by just how many different types of businesses are using DP Cloud's VPS solutions.
Yeah.
It's not just those e-commerce sites or those big corporations.
Right.
We're talking about everything from social media apps to software development companies, even banks using VPS for their testing environments.
What's so fascinating is how VPS can be tailored to fit the specific needs of such a diverse range of clients.
Yeah.
This isn't a one-size-fits-all solution.
Right.
Each business can configure their VPS to meet their unique requirements for processing power, storage, and even the operating system they need.
It's like that box of Legos we all had as kids.
Yeah.
You can use the same basic building blocks to create something completely unique.
Exactly.
But let's go back to those specific use cases you mentioned.
Okay.
Take that social media app, for example.
Uh-huh.
They were able to reduce their costs significantly by switching some of their servers over to DP Cloud.
And it wasn't just about cost savings.
Right.
Because DP Cloud's servers are located within Cambodia, they were able to dramatically reduce latency for their Cambodian users.
Okay.
This means faster loading times, a smoother user experience, and ultimately, happier customers.
That's a great point. It's easy to get caught up in the technical details,
Yeah.
but ultimately it's all about the end user.
Right.
If your website or app is slow or unreliable, users will get frustrated and go elsewhere.
Exactly.
Now, you mentioned software development companies using VPS. How are they taking advantage of this technology?
Think of it like this. Imagine you're building a house.
Man.
You wouldn't start construction directly on the foundation, would you?
No.
You'd first create blueprints, build a scale model, maybe even do some simulations to make sure everything is structurally sound.
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
A VPS acts like that testing ground for software developers.
Right.
They can create a separate, isolated environment, a virtual sandbox where they can experiment, build, and test their code without affecting their live systems or other projects. This means they can try out new ideas, fix bugs, and ensure that their software is stable and secure before it's released to the public.
It's all about minimizing risk and maximizing efficiency.
Exactly.
Speaking of efficiency, I noticed that DP Cloud offers different VPS packages tailored to different business needs.
Yes.
They have their startup VPS for those just starting out,
Uh-huh.
which seems very budget-friendly.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a great option for businesses dipping their toes into the world of VPS.
Okay.
They get dedicated resources without breaking the bank.
Right.
But as a business grows and its needs evolve, they can easily upgrade to a more powerful VPS package.
Okay.
DP Cloud offers a range of options from the Challenger VPS with its increased processing power and storage to the Leader VPS, which is designed to handle even the most demanding workloads.
So there's room to grow,
Yeah,
which is reassuring for businesses that are planning for the future.
absolutely.
But how do these DP Cloud VPS packages compare to what's out there from those big international providers?
This is where DP Cloud's commitment to the Cambodian market really comes into play. They're consistently more affordable than the big international cloud providers, especially as your needs for processing power grow.
Yeah.
And of course, they offer local support, which can be invaluable for businesses operating in Cambodia.
Right. Having access to Khmer and English-speaking support can make all the difference when you're dealing with technical issues.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be stuck trying to explain a complex problem to someone halfway across the world who might not even understand your business context.
Exactly. And DP Cloud's team is not just there to troubleshoot problems.
Yeah.
They can also provide expert advice on how to optimize your VPS environment for maximum performance and cost effectiveness.
It sounds like a true partnership rather than just a transactional service.
It is.
But let's talk about a topic that's top of mind for any business owner.
Hmm?
Security.
Okay.
We touched on it earlier, but it's worth diving a bit deeper, especially for businesses handling sensitive data.
Absolutely. Security is paramount, and DP Cloud takes a multi-layered approach to safeguarding their clients' data.
Okay.
It starts with the physical security of their data center.
Right.
Their facility is located in a secure area with security guards, CCTV surveillance, and strict access control measures. It's like Fort Knox for data.
That's good to know. But what about protection against those cyber threats that are constantly evolving?
Cloud uses FortiGate firewalls,
Okay.
which are known for their robustness and advanced security features.
Right.
These firewalls act like a digital shield, protecting your VPS from unauthorized access and filtering out malicious traffic. It's like having a digital bodyguard for your data, constantly on guard.
But what about those more sophisticated attacks, like DDoS attacks that try to overwhelm a server with traffic?
TP Cloud offers DDoS protection as a standard feature with their VPS packages. They have systems in place to detect and mitigate these attacks, ensuring that your website or applications remain online and accessible even under fire. It's like having a digital emergency response team ready to jump into action if things get hairy.
That gives me peace of mind, knowing that DP Cloud is proactively protecting their clients from these evolving threats.
Yeah.
But security isn't just about preventing attacks.
Right.
It's also about ensuring that your data is protected, even if something unexpected happens.
You're right, and DP Cloud offers regular backups of your VPS data.
Okay.
This means that even in the unlikely event of a major hardware failure, your data can be restored quickly and easily, minimizing any potential downtime. It's like having a digital safety net, ensuring that your valuable information is never truly lost.
So they've got you covered from all angles.
Yeah.
Physical security, cyber threat protection, and data backups.
Exactly.
But all of this is meaningless if the VPS itself isn't reliable.
Right.
What's DP Cloud's track record when it comes to uptime?
They've maintained 100% uptime since their launch. That's an incredible achievement in the world of data centers.
Yeah.
And it speaks volumes about their commitment to reliability and their investment in top-tier infrastructure.
It's like they're saying, your business is our business, and we're going to do everything in our power to keep you up and running.
Exactly. They understand that downtime can be costly for businesses, both in terms of lost revenue and damage to their reputation. They're taking every step to ensure that their clients' digital operations run smoothly and without interruption.
It's clear the DP Cloud is serious about security and reliability.
They are.
But let's shift gears a bit and talk about another crucial aspect of hosting: performance.
Okay.
After all, what good is a secure and reliable VPS if it's slow and sluggish? Nobody wants to wait ages for a website to load.
You're absolutely right. Speed matters. And DP Cloud has several tricks up their sleeve to ensure optimal performance.
Okay.
For starters, they use NVMe storage, which is like a superhighway for data.
NVMe storage. I've heard the term, but can you explain what makes it so special?
Think of it this way. If traditional hard drives are like bicycles and SSDs are like cars, then NVMe storage is like a bullet train. It's incredibly fast, which means that websites and applications hosted on DP Cloud's VPS will load incredibly quickly, giving users a smooth and seamless experience.
So it's not just about having enough storage space.
Right.
It's also about how quickly you can access that data.
Exactly. And it's not just about storage.
Sure.
DP Cloud's data center is equipped with high-speed internet connections, ensuring that your VPS has ample bandwidth to handle even heavy traffic loads.
But what about those times when your website experiences a sudden surge in traffic?
Yeah.
Maybe during a big marketing campaign or a product launch. Can DP Cloud's VPS handle that kind of load?
That's where load balancing comes in.
Okay.
It's another service DP Cloud offers, and it essentially helps distribute traffic across multiple servers, preventing any single server from becoming overloaded.
So it's like having a team of digital traffic cops directing traffic to ensure a smooth flow, even during rush hour.
Exactly. They're taking a multifaceted approach to optimizing performance, ensuring that your VPS operates at peak efficiency no matter what.
So we've got NVMe storage, high-speed internet connections, and load balancing. It sounds like DP Cloud has pulled out all the stops to create a VPS solution that's built for speed and performance.
They have, and it's this attention to detail, this focus on delivering a truly high-quality service that sets them apart from the competition.
All right, we've covered a lot of ground in this.
We have.
We've explored the concept of VPS, its advantages, and how DP Cloud's offerings stack up against the competition.
Right.
We've also delved into their commitment to security, reliability, and performance. But before we wrap up this part of let's shift gears for a moment and talk about something that often gets overlooked when discussing technology: the human element. We've talked a lot about the technical side of DP Cloud, but what truly sets them apart, I think, is their commitment to building strong relationships with their clients. It's that personal touch that can make all the difference.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. They've built a team of highly skilled engineers, technicians, and support staff, all dedicated to providing exceptional service. You can tell they've really invested in their people, and that translates to a better experience for their clients.
And it's not just about having a skilled team. It's about their availability. DP Cloud's 24/7 support policy really stands out to me.
Oh, for sure.
Knowing that there's always someone there to answer your questions or troubleshoot any issues, that can provide huge peace of mind,
Yeah.
especially for businesses that operate around the clock.
It's like having a dedicated IT department at your fingertips, but without the overhead and expense.
Right.
And they don't just react to problems.
Yeah.
They're proactive.
Yeah.
DP Cloud Prime offers consulting and advisory services to help their clients optimize their data center operations, ensuring they're getting the most out of their investment.
So it's not just a transactional relationship. It's a true partnership.
Exactly.
They're invested in their client's success. It's like they're planting their flag in the heart of Cambodia's technological future.
Exactly.
And they're not just building a data center. They're actively contributing to the social and economic development of Cambodia
Yeah.
by supporting the digital transformation of various sectors and industries.
They're putting their money where their mouth is,
Yeah.
demonstrating how technology can be a force for good. And they're not content with simply meeting industry standards. They're constantly pushing the boundaries. That 100% uptime record since their launch is a testament to their commitment to excellence.
It's a remarkable achievement, especially in an industry where downtime can be so costly.
It is.
It speaks volumes about the hard work and dedication of their team.
It does. And it's not just us saying this. DP Cloud's website is full of testimonials from satisfied clients across various industries.
Oh, wow.
Banks, F&B companies, tech startups, they're all praising DP Cloud's reliability, performance, and exceptional customer support.
It's a chorus of approval that underscores DP Cloud's mission to be the go-to data center partner for businesses in Cambodia
Yeah.
and for those international companies entering the Cambodian market.
And they're not resting on their laurels.
Right.
DP Cloud is constantly innovating and expanding their service offerings. In addition to VPS, they provide a whole suite of cloud solutions, including web hosting, cloud storage, cloud database services, and even a serverless platform.
They're a one-stop shop for all things cloud computing.
They are.
And they're doing it with a focus on quality, reliability, and a deep understanding of the Cambodian market.
It's a compelling story.
It is.
And it's inspiring to see a local Cambodian company making such a significant impact in the global digital landscape.
So as we wrap up, it's important to remember that technology is more than just servers and software.
Yeah.
It's about people, partnerships, and the potential to make a real difference.
Well said. As you navigate the world of cloud computing, look beyond the technical specifications.
Yeah.
Choose a provider that shares your values, understands your needs, and is committed to your success.
And maybe DP Cloud could be that partner for you.
That's all the time we have for today. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible.